Hello, and welcome aboard Whale Pod to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I'm your Captain Whale. We have swapped out Gray for Monica. And speaking of colors, we're gonna go for White Fog on Erythia Sea next.
Let's lay out the facts.
So the lost numbers who were active on Erythia Sea have gone missing one by one. They said they were swallowed up by the fog and vanished, right? Right. If we're looking for fog, how about that thick cloud that sprang up near Anu Shoals? Oh yeah, you're right. I wonder if that fog has something to do with the other one. That fog lifted quickly though, and nothing happened, so I didn't want to say anything. But I got the feeling that there was something in the fog. The fog we encountered could be the same one then. Kisame is the authority on all things Erythia Sea, yeah? Anyone fancy a fact-finding mission to Vinisog Holm? That's a good idea. Let's talk to her. And we have the mysterious white fog accepted. In addition to what we had already, I did find another quest for around the city.
Where to from here?
But for now, we are off to the Cadenzia region full once again to head to Vinisog Holm Camp. And here's our expert on the Erythia Sea. Can you tell us what you know about the white fog on the Erythia Sea? Oh, you're interested in that too? Monica's already been here asking me to do a little digging on the topic. So nothing seems to happen when you're on a boat, but if you make landfall on an island with that fog laid on it, then as soon as you take your eyes off your friends, they vanish. That fog has taken a lot of people I know away from me. I see. I really want to get to the bottom of it before anyone else gets hurt. So you don't even know whether it's caused by a monster or it's some new military technology? Won't it be dangerous to investigate it alone? Let us help you. Wow, the Ouroboros want to help me? That would be amazing, thank you. Head for the spot in Erythia Sea, shrouded in white fog.
That smarts.
We're level 99. We can handle some fog. And everyone just take in the music and relax as we get to our foggy destination. White fog rather than black fog for a change. No annihilation events here, just good old-fashioned weirdness. This is just like the fog we saw the other time. I have to say, I don't think there's anything actually in the fog. No, you're right. I don't sense anything in there. Let's wait until it lifts and investigate somewhere else. Now we gotta head to the new fog location. Whoa, did you see that? I did indeed. That shadow has to be a monster, right? We don't have sufficient data to determine if that creature is responsible for the disappearances, though. Well, nothing's gonna happen as long as we're on a boat, according to Kasame. Correct. We should find a suitable place to make landfall and search for the fog on land. Now, according to my calculations as to where we'll find the fog, what do you say to heading in the direction of Anu Shoals? Aye aye, set a course for the fog, monster. Ah, so this is how Future connects to the rest of the series. We gotta find and beat up the Fog King. Oh yeah, this is definitely where... Yep, that's definitely Sea Dragoon Melchior's a little rock there. Those rocks are used to spawn in the tombstones of waterborne unique monsters. And landfall we shall make. A little bit risky sending your 6 Ouroboros, the hope of all Ionios, into this weird fog phenomenon to possibly die, isn't it? I guess Kasame didn't really think this offer of help through that much. Ooh, no music, how ominous. Can't see anything worth seeing. The shadow we saw wasn't that big. We don't even know what it looks like. We should take sufficient precautions. Gah! Did you see that? Sure did. There. Huh? Watch yourselves, everyone. We're surrounded. I thought there was just one. Lucky we brought enough fight for everyone.
Keep your heads or lose them.
A bunch of Meduse. That Meduse what they please with us peoples. Now, let's show these guys the power of Shrek the class. Yes, the Ogre class. Localization team really should have known that that was a meme. Or maybe that's not a meme across the pond. But the English localization is handled by Nintendo of Europe, after all. Some monsters can really sneak up on you. Good to know. The way they move without a sound and attack without you realizing makes sense that people use the word disappear. It really does. So those things must have been making the fog. And there can't be any more of them about because the fog's cleared up. This should at least help stem the damage. Let's report our findings to Kasame. Yeah, I guess Shrek just must not be a meme over in the UK.
I think it is.
Because no way they would have named this class Ogre otherwise. And with that though, I also just remembered how extra foolish Kasame's decision was. Because not only are we their 6 Ouroboros heroes, but we also have their elder with us. If it had just been some spooky disappearing crap, they would have been out an Ouroboros team and an elder. But fortunately for them, we're too good to die to mirror a jellyfish. So the monsters were creating the fog and attacking people. Of course. And Anu Shoals, where you landed and got attacked, must have been their nest. But now that you've taken them all out, everything should be fine. You avenged the soldiers and helped me with my investigation. Thanks so much. Quest complete. The mysterious white fog. Experience 0, gold 15, 30, and 3 surplus soul points, and a heavy foot protector.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Hey guys, we're feeling faster already. We got 5-star affinity with the city. You know what that means? We have the second speed jogger now, so we are now moving at 28% faster than base. And boy, does this feel like they just sped up the animation or what? Because of course they sped up the animation. No, no, not that map. This map, because... Because back to the city it is. So, once we are there, we will discuss our last current quest for the city part of the city. And then if we still have time, we'll swap good old Cap and Triton into the party and see what the Colony 15 folk are getting up to here in the city.
Better make sure we're well rested.
Now it's time to go ahead and discuss the homecoming, right?
Let's lay out the facts.
It appears that what we'd call our 10th term is the same as being 20 years old in the city. Well, not quite the same. Well, that much I was aware of, but who knew they had their own version of a homecoming? Okay, but this way they get to go through without dying, yeah? Yes, for us it was a ceremony which marked the ending of things. For the people in the city, it's actually a celebration of a beginning. And being a beginning and end. One ceremony for two completely opposite things. Mental. But still, they have something in common, don't they? They're both celebrations of the fact people came into being and managed to live their way through life. That's right. And in the city, it has one more meaning. It's also right that represents the founders' desires and ambitions being taken up by the next generation. Finishing the 10th term is when they become adults, and they see it as an especially happy event. But the reason it's so special is that even if they make it, they always know a lot of people who didn't, people who died. So it always reminds them of the weight they carry in that sense, I think. Those that made it into adulthood and those that didn't. You could say it's a dual purpose right then. Whoa, that's not too far from us, huh? We don't get to be adults, but we could still honor the moment of transition. It's like, I know we've got a lot to do still, but we could surely wish them the best on the first day of the rest of their lives. Yeah, but we heard that the homecoming isn't going to happen this year, that right? Yeah, I guess there must be a reason for that. Why don't we take a look into how the homecoming ceremony looks in the city? Depending on what's stopping it, we might be able to figure out a way to get it going again. It makes me very happy to hear you say that, but I'm also conscious that that time is valued differently for you. We can always postpone the event. There's no need for you to use up your precious... Nah, it's fine. Some of the people at homecoming will be fighters, right? So if you postpone it, who's to say they'll live long enough to see it? If it can be done, you'd better do it. Lance, I don't know what to say. Lance has been making the homecoming his goal for so long. He can't bear to let it go, see? Oi, nobody asked for you nobody asked you for a digest, so shut your trap. I can see it from Monica's point of view, sure. But I also think that we shouldn't give up before we even try. Okay, I can see that you've set your hearts on it. I can respect that. Alright, no time like the present. Let's go and see what we can see. The 6 houses and people above their 20th year are likely to have some knowledge of this. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Crito was a recent adult, right? Yeah, let's try asking him. The key to a new home. We're finally getting close to having only one page of this stuff to discuss.
Ugh, let's be off.
And getting around the city will be so much easier with this extra bit of speed jogger here. Only need 4 infos to get this discussion. The thing we need for our homecoming, right? Of course I'll tell you. More than happy to. Well, any information is welcome, but things that would cause a problem by the lack sound like the ticket, yeah? You mean the rights regalia? Yes, of course. A tree there is, Sephora is its name, and from its leaves are fashioned certain things, all worn upon the body in the right. Fashioned? Like do you mean they make it themselves every time? As they are made from plants and growing things, they quickly die and thus must be renewed. Looking at it another way, it seems that the effort required in making underlines the importance of the ceremony. The rites regalia are themselves a prayer, entreaties from their makers, if you will. The tree is evergreen, you see, and thus its force of life is what we hope to draw. Its meaning is long life, abundance, wealth. These things we hope to gain through this one rite. Homecoming preparations, 1 of 4. That's gonna be probably Trav down in the command post area here. From how far down it's telling us we need to be going. Hey, Garrett. Huh? You're asking about the homecoming rite, you say? Yeah, we thought we'd like to know the differences between your ceremony and ours and stuff like that. I guess the main point of difference is that we're given somewhere to live in the residential district. In the city, once you've crossed the threshold of the homecoming, you'll be treated as an adult. Handing over the key to a new property is like a celebration of that. So you go live somewhere different once you become an adult? If you're going to start a family, it's more or less essential. Nobody really wants to live their whole life in a dormitory, you know. In practice, the homecoming rite can spur people on to settle down with a partner. I see. So the homecoming is a sort of crossroads at which the circumstances of one's environment change. Wow. It all sounds like a really big deal becoming an adult. 2 of 4. Garrett is one voice I'm planning on reusing here soon.
We can't leave your name here, but your desires, your hopes, we'll shoulder them for you.
So the conservatives are starting to reach a consensus, are they? I sort of knew this would happen, but they've yet to converge on a realistic proposal. Garrett's not giving straight answers either. It seems like we have no choice but to entrust the future to the Elder and Ouroboros. So please, protect the city and all of us within it. Yes, of course. We promise.
Hold on a minute.
Sorry, Monica, but you wanted to come with us for this. Hey, Krito. Hey, Krito, can we bend your ear about something for a minute? No worries, it's my day off. I can offer you even longer than a minute if you'd like. What's up anyhow? Want to go somewhere else? No, right here's fine. It's nothing major or weird or anything. It's coming up to your homecoming pretty soon, yeah? I guess I should say congrats or something. That's what it was. Well, thanks, I'm touched. If things were a little different, I suppose I'd be inviting you to come along to it. But there are 1 or 2 problems in the way this year, so it's looking like the rite won't take place, I'm sorry to say. About that. So what exactly is the problem this year, then? Dunno exactly. Guess it just didn't come together, maybe. It just got nixed from above, so I didn't really pry. But that'd be my guess. Are you okay with that, though? It's a really big deal of an event, isn't it? Well, sure, but winning this fight we're in is an even bigger deal. There's not much we can do about that. It's a shame, though. I was really looking forward to the banquet. After homecoming, all the new adults usually make food. This year's cohort had some real dab-hand cooks as well. I'm gutted I won't get to strut my stuff as a chef, too. Whoa, there's a buffet at this thing. It's the custom to give thanks for the celebration. A give and take kind of thing. Homecoming preps 3 of 4. Now that we've made our way over to the man of the hour, let's just find any old piece of info to round out our number. That's going to be up on a ladder. There's down there as well. There's also one. We're going to quickly dip back over to the city camp. And
That smarts.
apparently didn't hurt enough to collapse on your knees. Hey, Romero. I know this rite of coming home quite well. Next year will be my turn to take yon rite. The wreath of Sephora shall grace my brow. Beg your pardon. What is this wreath of Sephora? An honored treasure of the sacred rite, of metal wrought, its shape Sephora leaves. 4 proofs were once required, but 'tis no more. A simpler rite persists in these dark days. The world outside as hostile as it is. The wreath alone remains itself the proof. Its wearers shall be recognized by all. So it's a pretty important hat we're talking about here. Thanks for telling us about it. Romero didn't have the information for us. I guess we might have just gotten lucky with the 3 having it the second we talked to him. We'll keep the map up for a little bit. Hope you're doing well. Timna. Hey, you're old, right? I've been around a while. You must know all about the homecoming. Yes, I suppose I'm sort of an expert. After all, I've celebrated the homecoming of many hundreds of people by now. The ceremony has an extra significance, I think, as a celebration of the time we took back from Mobius. And of course, it isn't just for the people coming of age. It's a yearly chance for everyone to let off some steam. I see, so it's a fun event for everyone, huh? Not just for fun, though, you must remember. Everyone at the ceremony gets a key for their new quarters as a symbol of their new independence. If young'uns miss the cue to move out of the dormitories, it's my job to give their bums a gentle smack to get them gone. Huh? So they aren't allowed to stay in the dormitories? What we really want them to do is get out there and build a home for themselves that they want to return to, you see. The reason we fight is to restore the natural way of things for everyone, all people. That's our goal, not simply creating soldiers that live a bit longer. I'd like you to try to keep that in mind. Timna had nothing new for us. Let's see, Media Lookout up here is gonna probably be faster to get to our semi-final. How the heck is it snowing down here beneath the world game? This makes no sense. I get it. They didn't bother to change the city's weather randomization or weather choices after all this. Guess this guy's not up at Midio Lookout.
Did I read things wrong?
I'm sorry, everyone. Unstoppable.
Amateurs. Couldn't land on your fingers. Now that's how you descend a ladder, guys. Hey, Plane. Hey, Plane, I bet you could teach us something about homecoming, huh? Yeah, I guess I've got a solid enough knowledge of it, unavoidably so. I suppose as the future head of House Ortiz. You mean that of the 6 houses are the principal managers of the event? Well, to be precise, the Senate handles it. Why are you so interested in it? We heard the ceremony might not be going ahead this year. We're curious about the reason for that. I see. Well, I don't know if this is the answer to your question, but approval hasn't come down from the Senate yet. Debates around tactical matters have got everything else backed up. It's life and death stuff, so naturally it takes priority over things that aren't. Could I infer the following from what you said? If progress could be made without changing priorities, the problem is solved. Sure, that would work. I mean, if it really is possible, that is. Homecoming prep 4-4.
This is some story.
No need to go down and bother Travis about this. And instead, we will just wonder why the heck they did not bother to change up the city weather after it migrated from Sword March, and instead go camping right in said city.
Better make sure we're well rested.
It is, after all, a cold, snowy morning.
Could you all come round for a second?
Right. I guess we got a glimpse of all the problems we need to handle there. The first thing we need was, what was it? The Wreath of Sephora. So we just need to go pick a few leaves or something for that, yeah? After we've got the leaves, we need to then fashion them into a crown, too. We'll probably need the help of a craftsperson for that. Then there's the big banquet afterwards with the food made by the homecomers. That'll take a bit of preparation, too. We need to secure someone to take central responsibility for the entire project. Those with the most complete grasp of the ceremony would be the most promising candidates, I think. Maybe we could ask Plane. He already helped us out with that thing with the Torto. I'd be loath to put any extra burdens on his back. Why don't we rope Travis in? He's got a finger in every pie going. I can't really do anything officially because of my position and all, but I could help out by putting in a good word with him. Thank you, that'd be a big help. Please, I'm the one that ought to be thanking you. Let's make it a beautiful ceremony. Yeah, let's do that. And now we have to go bother Travis.
Break time's over.
We'll just go to the war room directly. Oh, look who it is. It's okay, the boss already told me what you're after. The answer's yes. Haha, things are looking up. It's nothing to boast about, but I'm used to fielding these kinds of weird requests. And to tell you the truth, I'm as keen to do something to get Homecoming back on track as you lot are. So, we'd better get to it, huh? The first thing I'm gonna need from you is enough Sephora leaves to make enough wreaths of Sephora for the participants. You can pick them on Daedal Isle this time around. 20 or so leaves should do it. I'll get the assembly sorted out on my side. We'll also need to pull a few strings with the Senate. Really, we should have gotten approval first before going ahead, but also have to try and talk our way around it. I bet that'd be a cinch for you, Travis. It's not a matter of being able to or not able to, Lance. It's more about whether I can take the battering that comes with it. But don't worry yourself too much about such tedious struggles between big folk. Just handle those leaves, okay? We've got it. See you soon. Hey, 20 key item collectibles again. I remember the last time we did this for the city. Oh, wrong one. The city was never part of the Cadenzia region. It is on an area near Big Bug Beach. Fortunately for us, we don't have to go to Big Bug Beach for it. And we also don't have to go to the extra dangerous center of the island for it. And over this direction, there is a way we can get up to where we're going, and not have to bother with Big Bug Beach. Hey, I guess these must be Sephora trees. At 16, there's more than we need.
This is what we were after.
Ah, I'm so glad we found it. Looks like a pretty rare specimen.
Well, lucky devils.
And they all dissipate, unlike the others. I got so used to using that fast map that I forget to use the regular map when it's needed. We got him for you, Trav. Let's get this road on the show. Wait, I think I messed that up, didn't I? Oh, Travis, we're back. Okay, thanks for that. We should get the wreaths done in time thanks to these. How'd it go with the Senate? Don't ask, lad. You're only rubbing salt into the wound. As to say, I didn't exactly get out unscathed, but don't trouble yourself with minor details like that. The rest of this year's homecomers will find out soon enough, but would you mind giving Crito a heads up about it first? Knowing him, he'll be able to wrangle everything flawlessly as per the usual. To the serene square where Crito likes to hang around. Huh? Really? Well, if that's the case, I'd better start prepping right away. First, I'll need to decide on a dish for the thank you banquet. I'd better stick to the ingredients I have already. To complete the menu, we'll need perfume herbs, thin skin, maybe some whisper tomatoes too. If we can just manage to collect those, the rest shouldn't be too hard. You can leave getting the ingredients to us. We'll get them to you in time. That'll be a real great help. I'll take care of the rest of the prep then. Let me know when you've got everything together, please. We hand over the ingredients. Thank you. I should have enough time to get everything ready now. Would you mind getting the message through to Travis for me? I've still got a bit more prep work to take care of. No worries. Do whatever you gotta do, homecomer. War room time. Okay, looks like the homecomers are moving ahead nicely with their prep. Then everything's in place. We'll go ahead with the rite tomorrow. I'll send out notices to all residents. Uh-huh. Why is it gotta be so sudden? The war situation can change in the blink of an eye, you know. We gotta go for it while the going's good. You okay with that? You'd better be. See you tomorrow morning in front of the founders' statues. I found you space in the dormitory tonight, so you best go rest up. Thank you for that. But really, you didn't need to go to those lengths. He's just trying to make sure we're on time properly tomorrow, yeah? Okay, bye. Whoa, not so fast. I thought I told you to go rest up in the dormitory. I know you're gonna be too excited to fall asleep right away, but trust me, you're gonna need to get some sleep tonight. Hey man, you're the one who's looking all wound up and excited. You think you're just gonna sail right through this just because of your youth, don't you? Don't discount the wisdom of age. Look, come on, I sent a comm through to the dormitory already. Don't make me look bad, would you? Alright, already, Sparks. Snuff me. Travis is a real worrywart, isn't he? Give him a break. It's just because it's such an important event. You need a bit of stress to get things done sometimes, maybe. A homecoming with no off-seeing. Are you excited about it? Just a little. Me too. It's hard for me to put it into words, but I really feel like this ties in neatly with our aims, too. Yeah, I think so, too. Let's rest for today, though. To be prepared for tomorrow's right. Yeah, you're right.
Monica, should we play for them too?
That won't be necessary. I just want you to be there for them as friends. It's finally happening. No, I can't get emotional. I should keep calm and simply enjoy the festivities.
Here we are. Looks like that's everyone. Travis, are we good? Now we're all set to begin the homecoming ceremony. Let's go! Ah yes, the silent music and speaking, my favorite part of any ceremony. Hey, Gray showed up too. And that's it for our 6 homecomers. Congratulations. I'm sure it's a matter of much regret, and none of you are looking forward to it, but the final part of the ceremony is next. Please reconvene at the meeting point, and the homecomers will present their offerings of thanks. That is all. Get your eating irons ready for the banquet. Alright. Just gotta focus for a little bit longer. You really put a lot of work into this, huh? Sure did. When you become an adult, people are going to demand a lot more from you. I'll get it done, guaranteed. I'll make sure to do everything I can to keep everyone safe. You say that, but how much are you willing to put on the line here? How much? Nice job out there. You really did yourselves proud, homecomers. Thank you. I hope you're all looking forward to what's coming next, too. I hope they realize their new responsibilities will not be limited to victory in battle. They'll need to leave some offspring behind so that the next generation has some link to this time. That goes for me, too. I need to consider if I can keep fighting at the front line like I am now. I mean, what's the alternative? It's time I was leaving. Miori, are you alright? I'm sorry, it's nothing. I was just thinking I need to produce some results of my own, too. We need to take care of some things, so we better go. We'll be waiting at Michiba Canteen. Okay, we'll see you there. And we will see them right there. Oh, it's getting pretty lively in here. Please, this way. Come on, roll up. You should go and take a look. I'm just gonna head over there and get a drink, alright? Alright. It really look tasty to max! Did you make all this yourself? It's a sight to behold, isn't it? This has got to be the best spread we've had here in years. Hey, so here's why I called you over. There's something we want to give you. This is what the homecomers got. This key is for all of you. Huh? Ah, sorry. Time was tight, so we didn't manage to get copies made. But the room itself is all arranged. I got Travis and Monica to pull some strings for you. You wouldn't believe how much work it was. Had to get someone to co-sign, pick a room, sort out the linens. Whoa, is that what kept you so busy right up until the last moment? I really appreciate this, but we aren't city folk. Yeah, and when we turn 20... Yeah, we know that. We understand. That's why we thought you should get to celebrate in advance. Come on, just take it. Don't make me beg. It was so kind of you to hold a celebration for the homecomers here. So let us celebrate you as well. You'll be homecomers too one day, after all. I'm speaking on behalf of every single person in the city when I say that. Everyone in the city? Items obtained, homecomers key. We hope to be with you at your homecoming when the time comes. This will serve as a token of that promise. So yeah, let's win this war that we're fighting to make it happen. We'll do it. We'll win it, and live out what remains of our lives together, with all of you here. Well, that was clumsy. You could have just thanked them directly. All I did was what the homecomers asked, that's all. Don't read too much into it, would you kindly? But it's a bit of a surprise, to be frank. Without your cooperation, this ceremony wouldn't have gone ahead. I know, you don't have to treat me like a fool. Are there really people out there who don't want kids growing up? Baffling, right? Anyone should want them all to grow into themselves and live a healthy life. Everyone should think so, regardless of their rank, regardless of their beliefs. Ah, this is all making me uncomfortable. Being in agreement with the elder, that is. Really? For me, it's no big deal at all. Garrett, you always cover my blind spots for me. I appreciate it. It's something I rely on, for all your other faults, I mean. I suppose being mouthy is a young girl's right. Hey, maybe you'll hear it better if it doesn't come from a young girl. Plain, give it to him straight. Chief, is it possible you've had one too many? Oh, look at you, gabby upstart. Think you're better than me, is that it? I think the kid's got a point, actually. Sorry, everyone. Mum's always like this. You don't notice she's drunk until it's too late. Oh, you want to go, do you? Just say it. Go on. I'm just gonna step back and get some water, okay? Ah, well, I never. We all gotta work together and make a future for those who will come after us. And I mean us two working together when I say that. Fine. But just don't start thinking you'll be getting any preferential treatment from me. You got that? Heh. Wouldn't dream of it. That is quest complete. The key to a new home, 0 experience, 2950 gold, 3 soul points, and a Cyrus leg frame.
I see some relations have changed.
With that, we are going to call this episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 here. I have been your Captain Whale. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and sub to the channel if you have not done so already. While none of those are necessary, they all help me out considerably, and I appreciate them greatly. And with that said and done, I hope y'all are having fantastic days, Whale Pod. Stay cool, stay classy, stay healthier than me, and until next time, this is Captain Whale signing off.